Clouds, hazy sun with showers and rumbles of thunder possible on Friday. Good Thursday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, we hit 79 today. I was expecting 81. What did we get? One of those? Oh, yeah, Sevierville. Okay, Sevierville hit 81. But most of us in the upper 70s in the valley. Some were even in the lower to mid 70s in the plateau. I'm looking at Crossville. High temperature for you was 72 today, while it was 77 in Morristown in Hamblin County. Now, the high temperature of 79 put us 5 degrees below normal. The record high just 5 years ago in 2019. It was 94 degrees on this date. In fact, it's a twofer. We had it 2019, and we hit 94 on this date in 1931. But started the morning a little wilder, a little warmer at 61 degrees. Now, if you look around the state, generally mid to upper 70s were common, while it was a lot warmer further north. Charleston, West Virginia, hitting 87. I think that's the warmest temperature there on this particular map regionally. Now, what you're looking here over Memphis is the remnants of Francine, now called a post-tropical cyclone. Okay, I prefer just to call her Francine, but she's the leftovers of what was a Category 2 hurricane when it made landfall yesterday in southern Louisiana. A couple of showers have made it into East Tennessee. It wasn't going to be much. I kind of played it as a 30% chance, and we're not seeing much more even at this hour. Sure, it's raining in some areas between Jellicoe, La Follette, and maybe back toward the foothills just before 9 o'clock tonight. But the ultimate Doppler radar predominantly dry or just some light rain showers, not much more than that. The ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza shows an 8-hour time lapse. Tried to come into Knoxville, but really didn't even show up as a trace. I mean, some of this just evaporated before reaching the ground because it was so dry at the lower levels. By the way, Marcos.com, a great place to go if you're hungry. Maybe you haven't had dinner. Maybe you just want a late night snack and would prefer delivery. They do that too. Hardin Valley, Farragut, Maryville got locations in Fountain City, Halls, Oak Ridge, as well as Middlebrook Pike and Ebenezer Road. Check out the magnificent pepperoni pizza they call the Magnifico for less than $10. Oh, it's so yummy. And the new Pizzoli pepperoni sausage, the one that's pictured at the top, is my personal favorite. It's less than $6, and it is much more filling than what this picture would illustrate. It's pretty large. It will fill you up very nicely. By the way, the radar's showing what's left of Francine. I call her the leftovers, spinning over Memphis. And if you look closely, there's a burgundy area right around Shelby County, which would suggest a flash flood warning. So they're getting heavy rain, while we're getting rain like, did it really rain here? I didn't notice. Really didn't notice. It didn't last long. Wish we got more. And maybe we get some more tomorrow. There'll be a 40% chance on Friday. Nothing to see in the Great Lakes. It's quiet like a library, and it's gotten quiet across the Gulf. Quiet because it was so noisy this time yesterday with a Category 2 storm approaching southern Louisiana. But all in all, this storm system may actually start to slow down. It'll dance in place, and eventually it could work its way back toward Birmingham. What? That's south and east. I know, it's weird. It's super weird because of the driving force. One of the forces is the high-pressure dome, the subsidence over the mid-Atlantic. It's going to help drive this storm and just kind of dance in place. It's cut off from the flow of air, so you're really not going to see it move much other than maybe work its way in a circle over time. So that's what's left of Francine. And of course, there's also Tropical Depression number 7. Why is this important? Well, it's just a note that there was a storm in the middle of the Atlantic. This will likely get the name Gordon. If not tonight, tomorrow you can see it is spinning in the middle of the Atlantic, but I do not expect that storm to have any impact here. What could impact us is something that is just right now kind of, is it fantasy? I mean, it's showing up on the models, but it might not have enough time to get organized. You know when a figure skater is going in around a circle, they pull their arms in and they get really tight and they start spinning. It's not going to have that kind of time. This storm may just dump a lot of rain over the Carolinas, but that's why, in part, the National Hurricane Center has labeled it as a 30% chance probability of it getting the next name, which would probably be Helene if Gordon actually forms tomorrow. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hurricane Center season peaks around the 10th of September. Today's the 12th. So one might erroneously believe that we're done because it's all downward hill from here. But it is historically very active during these 2 weeks, either side of September 10th. Atlantic names. We've got Gordon on deck, followed by Helene, then Isaac, Joyce, and perhaps Kirk, if we get that in the coming weeks. Rainfall has been very limited. We didn't even get a trace from what I've seen thus far at McGee-Tyson. But that .03 in September in the White Arrow occurred not Sunday, but a week ago last Sunday, right around dinner time. And we average about 3.5. So we don't see much here. And if we get a little bit more tomorrow, maybe we pick up a quarter inch in spots. This is the future rainfall projection between now and 7 a.m. tomorrow. And this might be generous because not everybody's going to get a 400th or even a 10th. But you can see there's some dark or maybe bright green areas that fill in Jamestown or Wartburg by 7 o'clock tomorrow. High school football will be more humid and will be some scattered showers about, but I don't think it's much. 40% chance for the day tomorrow. And then I pulled it back a little bit during the game, but just a stray shower for the ball game itself. Sunday even less because the system has moved so far to the west and may just dance in place. It's not going to be headed back here. It looks like if it moves anywhere, it's going to move down toward Birmingham, south and east of here, so it won't change our rainfall totals much. The bigger picture, for more evidence that the Carolinas get pounded, our friends in Memphis are getting pounded. They got flash flood warning. Look at all that rain off the Outer Banks, off the coast of North Carolina, like Wrightsville Beach, Cape Fear, Jacksonville, North Carolina. They could get 3, 4, 5 inches of rain based on this. So there's something brewing over there, but how far east does it go? Are we caught in the middle of dry territory? It's possible, but I do want to show you those two scenarios if you happen to be traveling toward the Carolinas. Future smoke is actually beneficial for us because look at the winds. We have those wind advisories till 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for the Smokies for gusts up to 50. But watch for the arrows here. It's kind of interesting. The smoke is getting out of here. It's all pushing up the yellow areas up toward the Great Lakes. Clears us out like a swizzle stick. Most of Tennessee looks like it's smoke-free as we head into the middle part of Saturday. So I think there's some benefit there, although it may not even have been noticed. Francine continues to weaken. That's happening now. Showers are still possible going into the next couple of days, but it doesn't look as impressive as it may have did if it moved further east. It's obviously moving west. And there may be more tropical rains next week. The question is, to what extent does it move our direction? Kent State, updated forecast for that 7:45 game. I had a 40. You had a 40% chance. I don't think it's 40 now. I think we're going to get a little more warmth, clouds, mostly cloudy, but I left it as a 20. 20% chance for a few stray showers. Winds are still about 3 to 8, so the kicking game will not be affected. But by the end of the fourth quarter, should be in the lower 70s now for the Vols, taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. I think they're going to be probably beat up pretty good, even by the second string team. I think it should rest the starters. What do I know? By the way, Storm Prediction Center, highlighting in color here, this is the one patch in dark green that has the reason to be concerned for isolated severe storms, maybe a few spin-ups for tornadoes from Dothan to Montgomery to Birmingham, even south of Nashville. We'll have to watch for potential isolated severe storms. So if your travel plans take you there tomorrow, take note that's where the weather will be more active. And we could get a rumble of thunder as part of the territory tomorrow. Saturday, still have some rain in the picture. I left it at a 30% chance. But again, it's not everywhere, and where you see green would represent general thunderstorm possibilities. Futurecast shows it looking like this, spinning like a top. There she goes, and it's moving away for a while. There's 7 a.m., nothing to see. Left to 40% tomorrow. Like I said, we're maybe in the worst spot for dryness. There's a few showers that squeeze in from time to time, but it's not going to be very heavy. That's the key. And watch the low. It was headed toward Little Rock. Now it's headed back toward Birmingham. It can't make up its mind. Francine is very fickle. Whatever's left of her, she doesn't know where to go. Maybe she's sightseeing. I don't know, but I'll tell you what. By midday Saturday, let's stop it. I believe I stopped it at the ball game. Yeah, there's 7:45. It's not raining in Neyland, based on this map, but I left a stray shower in just the same, just to be safe on the safe side. A couple of showers look like they're down toward maybe Tellico Plains or Chattanooga or Bryson City by early Sunday morning, and that stays to the south as this low actually moves southwest of Birmingham by lunchtime on Sunday. By the time church services are letting out, we're saying goodbye to Francine and maybe opening the door for new moisture coming in over the Carolinas. Tonight we're down to 63. Mostly cloudy. I left some showers. Hard-pressed to put rumbles of thunder because it looks pretty quiet. Tonight, we're down to 60 in Oneida, 62 in Newport, and our friends in Maryville, about 63 by tomorrow morning. Friday's highs will vary from low to mid-80s in the valley, 85 for Newport, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, 83. But if you're in Crossville, Cumberland County, it's going to be cooler, like it was today for you, 79 for Crossville, 81 for Jamestown in Fentress County. That's my expectation. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville and East Tennessee. 85 on Saturday, mid-80s Sunday, Monday. Again, all predicated on watching what looks like a marble on a dining room table. That's Francine. It's been demonstrated. This storm goes toward Little Rock, and then it goes, nope, going to go back to Birmingham. No, going to go southwest to Birmingham. Can't make up its mind. So that means the probability of rain keep moving. It's like trying to peg Jell-O on the wall. That's how difficult it can be, as any forecaster can attest. But my thinking at this stage, our best chance for the eastern rain to arrive would be Wednesday. So if we get some rain off the coast of the Carolinas, traveling from east to west, our best chance will come to Wednesday at 77, back into the mid-80s on Thursday. That's my expectation. And as always, go Vols. By the way, you can keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's free. You get weather and traffic perfect together. Just search the two words, Captain Accurate, at the App Store or Google Play. I think you'll be impressed. You get every National Weather Service alert coming right to your phone in real time. You don't have to hunt and look on social media that you're under a flash flood warning, Shelby County. That's who's out of Memphis. They're under a flash flood warning. If they had the app, they would have been notified in the moment it was issued. Same situation for lightning, too. So if you want to download it, I hope you will, the Captain Accurate weather app is there for you. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.